May 14th, 10 lives were tragically taken in one of the most heartbreaking days in our community, this entire region's history. Now, almost 1 year later, our neighbors are still grappling with the loss and pushing forward to create difference.
On Sunday, Stephanie P. and Lisa Queener Johnson, the owners of Second Chapter Bookstore, and Jillian Hainsworth, the City of Buffalo Poet Laureate, will host a free community bookstore pop-up to educate and empower the community. They join us now to talk about this Sunday's event. Thank you, everyone, for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
So you guys have such a great event lined up on Sunday. Tell us what's going to be going on and why you wanted to put this together.
Yeah, so I'll start with the event itself. So we're going to do a bookstore pop-up. We wanted to create a way to give back to the community, so people will be able to come and go shopping for free. We have brand new books for all reading levels, and we'll also have a little tent for if we have families that want to sit down in that moment and read with their kids and give them something that's empowering, enriching, with characters that look like them, or in some cases, authors that are from our own community.
You know, we have been, and I think the entire community has been very interested to see when these events were coming out, to see what we could attend, where we could be, the impact they would have on the community, and quite frankly, the help that they would provide people who are still grappling with all of this, still grieving, of course. So I'm kind of curious, throughout this, there are a number of events. Many of them are geared toward education. Yes. Why do you guys think, one of you or all of you, why do you think education is such an important part of this period of healing and growth for our community?
It gives an opportunity to, for us, we're providing the books that are by Black authors, for the community to read and to grow and to heal. There are different genres, but just the fact that we are offering this to our community is our way of giving back from Second Chapter Bookstore. The books aren't being sold, they're free. We're donating quite a few books to the community.
And you mentioned, you know, there's going to be that reading area there available to be able to read to kids, right? Talk a little bit to Dave's point, the power of a book. You know, how reading to them, and especially about these topics, is so important.
Yes.
I mean, a book can transform you, and it's such an amazing way to develop language skills, to, you know, just become a stronger student, you know, a learner of life. We're really passionate about education. My mom's a retired teacher. I work for an education-based nonprofit, so this is right up our alley. So when Jillian offered the opportunity, it was a no-brainer for us.
How has the response been since you have started this initiative? Of course, the big event is this weekend, but I imagine it's been months and months of work to get this off the ground. How has the response been from the community? Has it been well received?
Honestly, I think the work that we do in the community, we've been doing for so long. And collaboration is so important, especially in our community. So putting the event together did not take long. I reached out to Stephanie and I'm like, hey, I have this idea. What do you think about being involved? And she was like, I was thinking the same thing. So it was actually very easy and very organic to put the event together. But I think the fact that we are all known in the community for exactly what we do makes the community trust that we're planning something for us and by us.
And you mentioned that collaboration, and I want to ask you while you're here, Jillian, there are a lot of events going on this weekend, and I know Buffalo Black Caucus, they're putting on a big event on Saturday, and you are speaking there. All of these events, your event included, why they are so important right now during this time?
I mean, community is important. And it's important in our worst times that we pull together and we remind ourselves and each other of our collective power.
You allow us to support each other endlessly. And it's people that, like Jillian, I've heard you speak before, but I never had a chance to work with you. And the power that you have with your words allow us to partner with you and to make ourselves, we just started in January as a business, but being readers in the community, that's been going for us.
I'm curious, there are going to be, you say words, right? Using your words, there are going to be a lot of words that are going to be spoken this weekend, right? From all kinds of different directions, with all probably well-intentioned and so on and so forth. I know what I want to get out of this weekend as a member of this community, but I'm curious what you all hope that the public members of our community who are going to come to either the Tops on Jefferson or maybe commemorate in their own individual ways. What do you hope people take away as a really important message of this weekend with your event in mind?
Go ahead.
Well, for us, our bookstore, we focus on Black authors and Black culture, and we really want people to walk away, at least for me, to walk away centering our experiences, our lived experiences, our voices, and what impacts our community, and, you know, coming to that space, looking how they can collaborate, how they can assist, but understanding that it's centered in us.
And I think for me, I think it's important that the community takes away the fact that what happened on May 14th of last year is not normal. Like, we don't have to normalize that. We
Right.
don't have to figure out ways to just constantly cope with that. But what we're doing, coming together and making sure we provide something for our community, that has to be normal. It can't be something that we do once a year. It has to be a continuous process of making sure that we empower and build up our community.
Yeah, well said, Jillian.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we let all of you go, for anyone who wants to attend on Sunday, go through all the nuts and bolts for us.
Yeah, so we'll be on the corner of Jefferson and Landon. We'll have you'll see a white tent, and you'll also see another green and white tent. We'll be opening up around 1, but we'll be out there setting up around noon. I know there's a vigil at 2 o'clock right in the Tops parking lot, so if you are planning on going there, you can stop by before or after.
Okay. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. And of course, if you missed any of that, we will have it all on our website, wyvb.com. Just look for the section with all of the other events that are going to be happening this weekend. Ladies, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
All right, thank
Thank you.
All right.
We'll be right back after the break.